In this video, we're going to be doing a quick comparison between the Frigidaire compact ice maker and the Silonn countertop ice maker. Now, despite having a few mostly subtle differences, these ice makers actually have quite a bit in common. Both ice makers do come fully assembled, so the setup process is pretty much non-existent. And although I do recommend reading the instruction manuals before you actually use them, they are both really easy and convenient to use once you get the hang of it. The controls are really simple, and if you're looking for an ice maker that doesn't have a long drawn-out process, then you won't be disappointed with either of these. Now, these ice makers both have two different ice cube sizes, giving you a little flexibility, so depending on what you're using them for, this definitely can come in handy. They also both have pretty much the exact same speed, both making 9 ice cubes in about 5 to 6 minutes. So when you compare this to putting an ice tray in a freezer, for example, these ice makers are going to give you plenty of ice quite a bit faster. And for that matter, both ice makers have the ability to make up to 26 pounds of ice in around 24 hours. So if you're maybe getting ready for a party, for example, and you need to make ice quickly, depending on exactly how much time you have beforehand, with either of these ice makers, you can definitely make a lot of ice. Both ice makers are also really easy to run continuously throughout the day, with sensors that prevent overflows and transparent lids so you can easily see inside. So in general, if you're looking for a fast, convenient way to make ice that doesn't really require a whole lot of maintenance or supervision, then either ice maker is going to be a great choice. That being said though, despite being really similar in most ways, there are a few differences between the two. The first difference is the water tank capacity. With the Silonn ice maker, we're getting a capacity of 2 liters, and the Frigidaire ice maker has a capacity of 2.3 quarts, or 2.17 liters. So while the difference of course really isn't huge, the Frigidaire ice maker does have a slightly larger capacity, allowing it to run for slightly longer without a refill. So again, not really a huge difference, but if the water capacity is more important to you, then definitely keep this in mind. The other difference here is the sound. Now, on one hand, both ice makers are really quiet, and in most situations, neither of them is going to be disruptive. That being said though, the Silonn ice maker is a bit quieter, being even more quiet than a refrigerator, whereas with the Frigidaire ice maker, it's about the same volume. And then finally, the last real difference between the two, and this is probably the most significant one, is that with the Silonn ice maker, this ice maker is actually self-cleaning, whereas the Frigidaire ice maker isn't. So in general, if you want an ice maker that's a little bit quieter and quite a bit more convenient to clean and maintain, then the Silonn ice maker is probably going to be a better choice for you. But if you want a slightly larger tank capacity, you might want to go with the Frigidaire ice maker instead. But either way, again, if you're looking for a fast and convenient way to make ice, then you're really not going to go wrong with either ice maker. But this was a quick comparison between the Frigidaire compact ice maker and the Silonn countertop ice maker.